Hi guys, welcome to another Block Spotlight, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fermenter. This is another forestry machine, and it's one that you're probably going to need to get or need to start thinking about fairly early game. It's the one that you use to produce the power for things like your biogas engines when you want to start running more powerful machines like quarries from them. If we open up the UI, we have on the left hand side we have an empty tank. Well, it will be an empty. This is where the water goes. You can also use honey drops in there to get a better output from the fermenter. It will just work a lot quicker. You can also, I think, make mead out of this as well if you put honeydew in. But that slot there is where you would put your bucket. You could also pump your liquid in as well, and what this machine will do is it will take that liquid and it will combine it with some other input there. So depending on what you're making, if you're making mead, you'd have pollen there perhaps, or if you were making biomass, you would have any kind of greenery up there, as we can see down below. So there's lots of different things that will go into that slot. The slot on the bottom here, this is for the fuel, and as far as fuel goes, you can use compost or fertilizer, and then that will output biomass into this tank here. Now you can also put in capsules or cans into that slot there, and what this will do is it will fill those as it goes. So that way you can move your liquid around without using waterproof pipes. The recipe for this fertilizer is a sturdy machine with some bronze gears around it, a bit like the apiary recipe that we looked at before, just with bronze gears instead. So fairly easy to make once you got hold of bronze. And here I have an aqueous accumulator down here supplying water. So that's where we're getting our water from here, and we've got some Buildcraft power because this does need Buildcraft power to work, and the more power you give it, the faster it will work. There is a difference between compost and fertilizer. Fertilizer is a little bit more effective than the compost, but you may find that compost is easier to make early on. It really just depends what your world is giving you. Compost, I think, is for wheat in a cross around a bit of dirt. If we have a look at the recipe for that, which I can't right now, on either of those actually. Maybe I can have a look here. There you can see that you have wheat around a bit of dirt, or ash around a bit of dirt for your compost. So that's fairly easy to make. And the fertilizer, you're actually using your apatite or your ash, which is your output from a peat engine. Might be a good way of getting rid of ash, although the output from that is quite low. So we put our fuel on the bottom there, and then our product up the top, and that will gradually start working its way through that and producing biomass. If we put cans or capsules up there, when you've got enough to fill a capsule, it will fill a capsule and drop it down there. The bar on the left here shows you the progress through consuming one of the input items, and this bar on the right hand side shows the progress through consuming one of the fuel items. As you can see there, we've now got a biomass capsule because it automatically filled it up as it got to the level. If it doesn't, then what you can do is you can output it through liquid pipes, and what we'll probably need there to do that is a a wooden waterproof pipe and an engine on it in order to get this out. So if I just set that up very quickly just to show you how you would get liquid out without, and I'm going to need a wrench, aren't I? And then we can see you just pump the liquid straight out of there and it will go into Buildcraft tanks. So forestry tied very closely with Buildcraft, it will all work together. I believe it will also work with Railcraft tanks, but I've not done a lot of playing around with Railcraft, so I can't really confirm that. So as you can see, if you swap that out for wheat, each of the input items does have a different value and they will burn through quicker depending on what they are. I'm actually using quite a low amount of power in at the moment, but you'll see here this wheat is going to get chewed through really quickly, so you're going to get a lot less biomass from wheat than you are from saplings, and that is just the way it goes. I think the sapling's probably one of the more productive items to put in here. You can also use compressed plants, compressed plant balls, which you can make with IC2. So otherwise that is pretty much the fermenter. I could show you some of the other recipes for making mead and things like that, but I will leave those for you to discover. That there is pretty much how the machine works and how you're going to be using it to start off with. The mead and all the other fun stuff is for later game, and if you can get to that point, you'll have done this already. So this is to help you get you on your way. If I've made any mistakes or you'd like to add anything, please do so in the comments below. That's kind of what they're there for. Check me out on Twitch and on Twitter, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.